Coming up next, a new push to offer free meals to all Pennsylvania school students.
Who knows what's going on at home? Maybe they do need that meal, and we don't know it.
Plus, a new generation of political campaigning. How more candidates are turning to TikTok to reach younger voters.
What do you like about corn?
It's cold!
And the next steps in a local hospital's major expansion project. The Center County Report starts now. Good afternoon, Center County. I'm Joe Callahan, Jr.
And I'm Juliana Foliano. Thanks for joining us for the Center County Report. Our top story. A new bill in the State House is aimed at offering free school meals to all K-12 students across Pennsylvania. Evan Papalis says the announcement came this week at a Center County school.
Proper nutrition and a healthy diet are an essential part of growing up. Most school-age children eat at least one meal a day at school during the academic year. State Representative Scott Conklin would like to make sure students in Pennsylvania get those meals free of charge.
Because if you really want a child's mind to work, you have to give it more than just an education. You have to give them that very substance that helps them grow.
House Bill 2829 would allow every student, no matter their family's income status, to receive 2 free meals each school day. During the ill effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, Congress turned to giving students free school lunches to help with financial aid. But Congress did not pick up the 2022-23 option to help those kids in need. Now they have the opportunity to get free breakfast and lunch in school. And by the way, everybody's got to eat. Conklin believes parents shouldn't have to worry about how they are going to pay for their child's meal.
One of the most important things that we can give our children is the ability to not have food insecurity.
This week is labeled as National School Lunch Week. State College Area School District Food Service Director Megan Shaper understands the importance of highlighting nutrition.
They also decrease obesity, reduce absenteeism, reduce discipline problems, and result in fewer visits to the school nurse.
Shaper says it's a perfect time to commit to making healthy school meals available to all of Pennsylvania's children. In State College, I'm Evan Papalis for the Center County Report.
With the election coming up next month, Conklin's proposed bill could prove to be a major factor in deciding the outcome.
After 52 years, Woodward camps have suspended its gymnastics and cheerleading programs. The company operates sports camps worldwide, and one of the locations is in Penns Valley. Woodward says it's focusing on action sports, so it's moving away from some others. But the camp has also been the subject of lawsuits after one of its coaches was accused of sexual misconduct against 2 gymnasts. Pennsylvania American Water, one of the state's largest water utilities, is awarding $71,000 in grants to over 100 rescue organizations. In Center County, the Hope and Mountaintop Fire Companies will receive $500 each. The announcement coincided with the 100th anniversary of Fire Prevention Week.
Mount Nittany Medical Center in State College has a go-ahead for a major new addition. Madison Miller has that story.
Mount Nittany Medical Center is moving forward with expansion plans. The latest step, development plan approval for a 300,000 square foot patient tower.
It's a big project. It's also a part of a much bigger investment plan to move the health system forward and to make things better for the community.
The 10th-floor patient tower will include 168 new patient rooms, an outpatient clinic, outdoor spaces, enhanced dining and food services, along with an 171-space parking garage. Nearly 40 Mount Nittany Health team members served on the initial planning board for the new development. They helped in the planning for patient rooms, staff amenities, kitchen and dining areas. They also evaluated similar projects at other hospitals.
We took a look at things we'd like to do to improve the environment for the patients that we're taking care of, for the community, for our staff. And we took
Liz Roth, a State College EMT, says the new expansion should be a good move for both patients and medical center employees.
I think it's a good change for the employees that work there now, and I think it's going to bring in a lot more employees as well as create a better work environment for everyone.
Overall, we're just excited about how the environment will be better for the people who work there every day and for the people that they're taking care of.
The medical center received a 5-star rating earlier this year, the highest rating given by the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. In State College, I'm Madison Miller for the Center County Report.
Construction is expected to be done by December 2026.
A crash in downtown State College shut down a stretch of Beaver Avenue this week. A car flipped over on Wednesday night in front of Canyon Pizza. A tow truck arrived on scene to clear up the mess. It's unclear what caused the crash, but the driver was not seriously hurt. Another road-related story, the schedule is now set for 2 public meetings on the State College Connector project. PennDOT will have updates on data collection, recommended routes, and traffic analysis. PennDOT has narrowed 9 options for the connector to 3 in the Route 322 area of Potter and Harris Townships. Open house meetings will be held next Wednesday and Thursday starting at 5 p.m. at Mount Nittany Middle School. The meetings include a presentation and a question and answer period.
Election day is just 3.5 weeks away, and candidates are spending millions of dollars in Pennsylvania's close U.S. Senate race. Democrat John Fetterman raised $22 million in the third quarter, the most ever by a PA candidate. In the same time frame, Republican Dr. Mehmet Oz raised $17.2 million. He's personally contributed $21 million this year. The election will be held on November 8th. More Pennsylvania politicians are trying to reach younger voters, and that means some candidates are turning to one of the world's most popular social media apps. Olivia Corman reports.
Key election year like this, getting a candidate's message across to voters can be the difference between a big win and a shocking loss. Campaigns use TV. They also use in-person events, newspapers, radio, and social media like Facebook and Twitter. But now in a push to reach younger voters, politicians are also turning to the widely popular TikTok app, which has more than 138 million users across the country.
I think, TikTok's kind of useful in terms of, the short video format, but also you can then share those TikTok videos on other social media platforms.
Neil Malson, public policy professor, says the likes and shares can help spread a candidate's message to a far-reaching audience.
Candidates, I think, try to use multiple platforms, but you also see candidates specialize in platforms that they think are going to reach their particular voters.
He says take Pennsylvania's U.S. Senate and governor races, for example.
Fetterman, that's been a lot of Twitter. And Twitter with short video, TikTok videos or other recorded videos. For a candidate like Doug Mastriano, who's running, the Republican running for governor in Pennsylvania, he uses a lot of Facebook, and he doesn't use the other platforms nearly as much.
Annie Newman with Josh Shapiro says the Shapiro campaign social media goal is to reach as many voters as possible across all platforms.
Have a candidate who is really native to digital platforms and really enjoys them, really enjoys communicating with people in new ways and being really authentic on those platforms. So TikTok and the nature of it just really became a perfect fit.
To learn more about the candidates, you can go on local Pennsylvania websites or follow them on TikTok. In University Park, I'm Olivia Corman with the Center County Report.
TikTok said last month it'll require the accounts of politicians and political parties to be verified, and that is making it harder for them to use the platform's advertising and fundraising systems.
Some big changes are coming in the 7-day weather forecast. We'll have that for you coming up.
Plus, most record shops are closing across the country, but a new one is opening in our area. And we'll take you to a popular fall event in Central PA that draws people from around the world.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. here. It's here. Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why? My. Oh.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Discover new favorites from PBS and locally produced shows from your station. Get the PBS Video app now and stream the best of PBS anytime, anywhere.
We care about things that affect the lives of every American.
We are there at the front line
to get to the heart of what really matters in every issue.
This country has not seen this in 80 years.
This extraordinary moment in American history.
You're making such a huge impact.
Trust is at the heart of what we do.
It's only 4 months until Penn State's annual Thon Dance Marathon, and fundraising events are heating up. The annual Thon 5K is set for Sunday at the Bryce Jordan Center. It'll be Thon's first in-person event of the year, but people still have a chance to join the race virtually. This year's theme is Discovering New Beginnings, and a portion of each registration directly supports Thon's year-round fundraising efforts in the fight against pediatric cancer.
We are quickly heading toward peak leaf season in Pennsylvania, and it's also festival season. Reporter Dale Ostrander takes you to one of the state's top fall events in Bedford.
A tradition for 58 years.
Well, I've been coming here since it started. I've been coming up to Bedford for 50-some years, so yes.
The Bedford Fall Foliage Festival may not have the leaves you're used to during fall foliage, but what it does have is a craft festival that's top 25 in the United States, according to Oprah Winfrey.
This is the first time in 58 years we are completely full. We don't have any room for a crafter. We don't have a room for food. We are full. And as you can see, we're full of people now.
400 crafters and vendors all looking to provide a unique item to their visitors.
I'm the owner of Mary's Bears, the inventor of Mary's Bears. These are personalized teddy bears, which we make the outfits and we embroider all the names on them.
At 77, Mary is happy with her business. She came here for the first time all the way from Ontario, Canada.
Because this is a beautiful country and I love coming here. And in fact, I've been here for totally, I'll be here for 6 weeks, and what I do is in between a craft show, I also tour the country and I make this a holiday.
So we're from Sarasota, Florida, and we're thrilled to come up here. We come up every year, we get out of the hot weather and enjoy a little fall foliage.
Denise Amentree is the owner of Swirly Bracelets. They can fit anyone's wrist, but she brings her business to Bedford because it fits what she's selling.
We love coming up here. The show is so well run. Everybody volunteers and everybody does a fabulous job. We love coming up here. The community comes out. It's so well attended that we just come back year after year.
All year long, you're working and you're working. I'm thinking, is this worth it? You go out here right now, you go to Center Square and you look down and all you see is people lined up. It was worth it.
Organizers say money from vendor fees is invested back into the Bedford community. I'm Dale Ostrander for the Center County Report.
We had a beautiful start to our weekend, and you can see right now over Beaver Stadium, it's just clear skies and a wonderful day here in State College. Right now we're sitting at 57 degrees, not a cloud in sight, and some calm winds. It's going to get a little windier as we move through the day, but temperatures are going to warm up nicely to the mid-60s. So currently we're sitting at 57 degrees. It's pretty uniform across the state, a little warmer in Harrisburg and out towards Philly where they're sitting at 64 degrees. Erie's at 55. Pittsburgh's at 54, and it's just a pretty temperate day for us here in fall. Radar and satellite, yesterday a low pressure system and a cold front moved through our area, bringing with it rain and dropping temperatures, which you might have noticed yesterday. But good news is that has moved out of our region and high pressure is settling in. You can see that rain up towards Maine, still circulating over there, but this weekend for the most part will be dry. So Futurecast, this is today. right now 58 degrees. Some cloud cover builds in as we move towards Friday night. And then you can see there's a pocket of showers that tries to approach our northwestern part of our state, but for State College we remain mostly dry, and it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow, topping out at 67 degrees. However, another system is moving into our area. I know you see that blue and pink on the radar. That is some wintry weather. I don't think it's going to happen for us just yet. There could be some flakes in higher elevations, but that's something to look forward to when we move into next homecoming week, which could affect plans. It is peak foliage season here in State College. You can see that orange sitting over Center County, so be sure to get out and enjoy the nice colors of the leaves, as the temperatures are going to be beautiful and very conducive for a hike or a drive through the mountains. So your forecast today, 60 degrees for us. We're going to be calm, clear, and it's a little bit windier as we move into the evening. Tonight is going to get pretty chilly, down to 38 degrees, but again, clear skies before we rebound very nicely tomorrow, 67 degrees. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful day here in State College. Plan something outside for the football game. Kickoff is at noon, because in Ann Arbor, it's not quite as nice as it is here. It's a little chillier. They do have a chance for showers in the morning, 42 degrees, kickoff 50 degrees, and then windy by the fourth quarter, but some partly cloudy skies. For your 7-day forecast, we will have a beautiful weekend, partly cloudy on Sunday for the 5K, 61 degrees. There's a chance for showers as we move into Monday. As that front moves through, temperatures will drop to 53, and then they continue falling. On Tuesday, I put wintry ? Because there is a chance, but again, I don't think here in State College we are going to see any of that snow precipitation. So you guys, I'm glad I'm not in Ann Arbor for the football game, because the weather's going to be so nice tomorrow.
Well, I'm definitely glad I'm staying in State College this weekend, because I would not be looking forward to that colder weather in Ann Arbor.
You guys got it all wrong. I would love to be in that hostile environment of the big house that Michigan has down there, but I digress. We got a lot more sports than other than football. Evan, tell us what we got.
Thanks, guys. A local high school is ready to defend its state golf championship. That story is next in sports. And Penn State gets ready for a monster football game at Michigan. Our preview is coming up.
My skin, think it's time I find my place here.
Fasten your seatbelt.
You're taking my breath away.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Amazing.
Well, what are you waiting for?
You belong here. This is your home.
What is your sense now of the humanitarian situation?
This is making me emotional.
This experience I'm going to carry with me the rest of my life.
I'll always be so grateful for everything you did for me.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
I'm Evan Papalis with sports. The Penn State Nittany Lions prepare for a matchup against Michigan, with both teams seeking a Big Ten conference title. Andrea Snowdy has the preview.
After a bye week, the Nittany Lions are on the road to the Big House, where they'll play Michigan tomorrow in a top 10 matchup. Both teams are coming into the game undefeated, and the stakes are high.
Guys like PJ, that as coaches and as players and as linebackers, that you have a ton of confidence in that this guy's going to do his job day in and day out.
Since his arrival in Happy Valley in 2014, Coach Franklin has a 3-5 record against Coach Harbaugh's Wolverines. The Nittany Lions are 2-1 over the last 3 games and secured a Penn State win at their last game at the Big House in 2020. Penn State has a much improved ground game this year. The trio of Nick Singleton, Katron Allen, and Kayvon Lee are averaging over 5.4 yards. Defensive tackle P.J. Mustafer and linebacker Curtis will lead the charge to contain Blake, Corum, and the Wolverines' running attack.
Michigan has a great offensive line. You know, you watch them on tape, they do a lot of great things. But we got a job to do. We got to go out there and execute, play out at a high level, and let the chips fall where they may fall.
The Nittany Lions will have to take better care of the ball than they did in the rain-soaked Northwestern game. With Michigan's ground game, possessions may be limited. In State College, I'm Andrea Snowdy for the Center County Report.
Tomorrow's game kicks off at noon, and you can listen live on Penn State Com Radio with our team in Ann Arbor. While most of the high school football action takes place tonight across the area, the State High Little Lions won't hit the field until tomorrow. The 7-0 Little Lions travel to take on 5-1 Harrisburg tomorrow at 1 o'clock. State College is coming off a 49-20 home win against Carlisle last weekend. Harrisburg beat the Little Lions 15-13 in last year's game. Tonight's game of the week features 6-1 Tyrone as they travel to take on 5-2 Penns Valley in a battle of 2 of the top teams in our area. You can catch that game and other highlights on our PSU Belisario College Student Media YouTube channel tonight at 11:15. Last year, the State High boys golf team made their first ever state championship appearance. This year, they are back again looking to defend their state title. Austin Groft has a story.
As golf season nears its end, competition increases. The State College Area High School boys golf team is preparing to defend the school's first ever state championship from last season. Head coach Greg Wilson feels that the team's experience has them ready to swing.
Little more comfortable going in with the knowledge and of what it's like to be at the state level, and I think the guys are comfortable with their games. Just like last year, I think we're peaking at the right time.
Last year, the PIAA State Golf Championship was held at Heritage Hills. This year, in 2022, it's here at the Penn State Golf Course.
We're all really comfortable here. We're all just ready to have a good time. I think the most important part is staying relaxed, staying focused, and winning out there.
Max won the district title and will be competing both in the individual and team competitions for this year's state championship.
I told Max the end of last year, it's your turn, and he took it to heart. He's also a very hard worker. He knows exactly what he needs to work on, and he also helps the other guys. As a junior, he's kind of taken over the role as a team leader, and I think even our seniors look up to him.
Although Max has grinded to become a great player, golf has always been in his blood.
My dad is actually a golf pro. He teaches people around our area how to play golf, and he was the one to introduce me to golf whenever I was young, probably about 6 years old. I started playing.
Max and his team feel confident at home, driving, pitching, and putting their way to winning another potential state championship. In State College, for the Center County Report, I'm Austin Groft.
This Monday and Tuesday will feature the individual rounds with the team round scheduled for Wednesday. Let's shift to the ice. The Penn State men's hockey team remained unbeaten last night at home against Mercyhurst. The Nittany Lions scored just 7 seconds after the opening face-off. A 6-3 victory was in store for Penn State as it knocked off the Lakers. The Nittany Lions sit at 3-0 as the home-and-home series shifts to Erie tonight at 7. The Penn State women's soccer team faced off against the Wisconsin Badgers at Jeffrey Field on Thursday. During the first half, Penelope Hawking and Peyton Linehan each potted a goal in the second half to get the Nittany Lions ahead. Then in the second half, it was Elle Kirshner finding the back of the net in the 86th minute to give Penn State the 3-0 victory. The Nittany Lions improved to 9-3-2 on the season and will battle Michigan on Sunday at home at 1 p.m. That's all for sports. Now back over to you guys at the anchor desk.
Thanks, Evan. Coming up next, a new business opens doors to both music lovers and the Bellefonte community. Find out more after the break.
They said I couldn't dream. called me a piece of trash and swore that's all I'd ever be. Said a bottle couldn't see the ocean. Give up. Go back to the dumpster. But I didn't listen. I made my way. And now, I am what I've always wanted to be.
Stream the best of PBS on any device with the PBS Video app. All your favorite drama, history, science, news, and documentaries, all in one place. Watch your PBS station live or catch up on the shows you missed. Support your PBS station and you can get Passport, giving you full seasons, early releases, special collections, and more. Get the PBS Video app now and stream the best of PBS anytime, anywhere.
We care about things that affect the lives of every American.
We are there at the front line
to get to the heart of what really matters in every issue.
This country has not seen this in 80 years.
This extraordinary moment in American history.
You're making such a huge impact.
Trust is at the heart of what we do.
This year, vinyl sales are up 22% over last, according to the Recording Industry Association of America, and a new record store in Bellefonte is trying to take advantage of that. Reporter Julie Jastrzemski visited the retro shop.
An Arizona man has brought his love of music to Bellefonte, opening a record store at a time when digital music services like Apple and Spotify are taking over. Owner Michael Fez says he wants to create a space that brings generations of music fans together to share a love of vinyl.
For sheer sound quality, your dad is 100% right in that the analog sound that comes out of a vinyl record, it just can't be duplicated.
Fez also wants to promote supporting small businesses at a time when more people are turning to big online companies.
Alternative to whether it's Amazon or those big boxes, and specializing in stuff that they really love. And so I've really gotten tremendous feedback about what we're trying to do here.
He hopes Fez Records becomes a hangout spot for the community.
Certainly, I think people appreciate that I'm not like rushing people out. I'm not a salesman. They can come in and take a look and not buy anything, because that's how it was for me, going into record shops. Sometimes you don't find anything that you need or wanted or didn't already have, and so you just go to see what they have now and check it out, and if they don't have anything, then you hung out for a little bit, maybe talked with some people about music, and then moved on. So
Fez Records is open 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday and 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. As Penny Lane says, if you ever get lonely, go to the record store. Reporting from Center County, I'm Julie Jastrzemski.
If you stop by Fez Records, you may catch Fez playing his favorite band, Pearl Jam.
That's all for today's newscast. We hope you'll join us Tuesday for our next local news update.
But you can follow us anytime for breaking news and watch our stories on our Center County Report social media. You'll find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and our website. Have a good afternoon.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. But it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me.
That was perfect.
But I heard every word.